everyone. I'm your host Chandani, and I'm absolutely delighted to host this podcast because we are driving into the topic which has a power to change lives, build confidence, and create a world with more inclusive. Yes, and that's special education. When parents hear about special education, they might think it's more about textbooks, classrooms, and exams. But it's beyond academics. It's about learning a child's inner ability to cope up with the world. And we have an expert, Reena Patange, who is here to guide us through this. And I am absolutely honored to ask so many questions about special education because when you say the special education, I got a doubt. What is this? And this is a very different topic. And
Yes,
yes, I want to
indeed.
learn more of it. And welcome to Rivara podcast. And we have a Reena Patange. So say hi to our subscribers.
Hi everyone. Thank you so much for hosting this show, Chandini.
Thank you so much, and I'm absolutely happy to be a part of Rivara. Yes, ma'am. When we think about special education, this is a very new topic for everyone out there. So, what is special education for parents today?
You know, Chandini, every child learns, develops, communicates, and express in their own different ways. But some children they have difficulty how to participate in a real world. Would take it consider that they may have difficulty in learning. They won't be able to communicate properly or build relationships or carry out day to day tasks or simply to participate in school in their regular routines. These children need that extra support. That extra support is special education.
Great, indeed. We didn't got an opportunity to think in this way, and this is absolutely amazing. So, what does special education means for today's parents?
Yes. Special education, as I mentioned, the extra support what we give for children in learning in their own pace is special education. It's not about like, we are labeling the child or separating children from the group or we are giving less education. It's about how we understand the child, understand their struggles and give extra support for those child to learn in their own way. This is very important for parents to understand. So, for example, if I want to say a child is able to tell stories very well and he has very good listening skills, but that this child may have difficulties in reading. So the read maybe they are not able to read independently. This extra support and services what we give to read independently is special education.
Most of the parents misconcept
Yes,
this,
yes,
right?
yes. They don't understand. They say that, is special education as a whole, that the child is not capable of doing it.
Yes.
But special education is not limited only for a whole part of difficulty. It maybe a certain difficulty also can be catered.
It's not about only a
Yes,
difficulty, and
yes.
there is an inner support that needs. And
Exactly.
special education will give that inner support for the
Exactly,
children to cope
exactly.
up with what?
True.
Wonderful thing, wonderful. So, is it only for a children with disabilities or how?
That's a good question. Actually, most of the parents have a misconception saying that special education is only meant for disabilities or disorders. But this is not actually true. The children who have difficulties relating to attention, memory power, or they are not able to be focus, sitting tolerance, or if they not able to communication challenges, emotional regulation, or sensory difficulties. Any children who have difficulties related to learning as a whole, they can avail to the services of special education. Example, if I want to say, a child, maybe there's a child who is running around in the room, in a classroom, not able to focus, not able to concentrate and do what they are supposed to be doing in the classroom. Most of the parents or teachers, they assume that the child is naughty and he's not able to focus.
Yes.
But actually, the problem may be relating to ADHD.
Okay.
So these children usually they look very hyper. They will not be able to sit properly in a Zen setup. They have difficulties in taking up the instructions, and they want everything to be very fast, very
Okay.
impulsive. You know, many parents they say that, "Ma'am, my child is very hyper." So
Exactly.
hyper is not the proper word which we need to use it, and hyper means ADHD.
So the parent or teacher will think that he is hyperactive and this is very naughty, but this is because of ADHD.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
yeah, neurological terms is very
Yeah,
different from the
exactly.
thing or a myth we have. Wonderful. So what's exactly the special education and what's the role of children in it?
Special education, in the sense giving extra support. And a special educator is a professional person who works with these children to cope up all these difficulties in learning. Learning does not imply only relating to academics and books as people think.
Yeah.
It includes many things like task taking and problem solving, sharing and caring, and many more things which comes under learning. So as a role of a special educator, it is very important to there are many roles, varied roles which we do as a special educator in an inclusive setup or in a special school. But specifically, as from a parent's perspective, if I want to speak, we need to understand the child's strength and needs and work towards that. And we work on individualized educational program wherein we design a particular program for a child individually so that we will be able to understand the child much better.
Nice. It's an amazing thing indeed. Um, when it comes to special education and general education, what's the difference between both?
Okay, this is one more important thing which I need to clarify to parents.
Exactly.
General education, what do you think? How the classes will be?
So the routine is fixed.
will
They'll
be
go to
there.
the class.
They will have a fixed instructions,
Yes.
and teacher will cater to all the children, and one teaching method will be used.
Exactly.
And
To all the
yes,
children, to all the different fingers, they'll doing the
they treat
same thing. Yeah.
equally. But for our children, we need special attention. So that's where we do. We cater individually. We customize and we adapt and modify the curriculum and teaching process according to the child's needs. So this is where we work with special children.
Special educator is someone who thinks about the child's ability first only and design the education accordingly to the child's ability.
Yes,
Wonderful.
exactly.
Yeah, got it. So we might not think about this perspective.
Yes.
We just know that teaching, somebody is teaching and we are
Yes,
listening. And that's
education, the term itself means teaching, learning.
exactly, exactly. When people think about education, as I already told, that it's about exams and scoring and textbooks, it's not about coping up with the word. And this special education is teaching me something else.
Yes, it's totally different from
Exactly.
general classroom teaching.
Yeah, exactly. So the designed way of teaching a child.
Yes, yes, yes. In fact, I can say that a customized way of teaching.
Exactly. For the customization to their mindset
Yes.
or to their inner capacity. A wonderful thing. So, child can genuinely need support even without having a formal diagnosis or how it.
Absolutely. Most of the parents, they think that we need first a formal diagnosis, then only they can approach special educator. But I just wanted to tell that, you will have difficulties. You can witness the difficulties what the child is going through even before diagnosis as well. Usually, why do we do diagnosis? To understand what is the
Understand the child.
difficulty and to take treatment further. But the child already has all those difficulties. Why can't we do the required service before only to avail? It's like, a child has a fever and you are waiting for the lab report to
Yes,
confirm
yes,
that
yes,
he
yes,
has a
yes.
fever. This is something which we shouldn't delay. Early intervention and education will have more impact on child's brain. So whenever you feel that the child has difficulty, it's always better to approach a special educator and clarify what is the concern, how better we can work with the child. For example, certain disabilities like SLD, specific learning disability. So usually the diagnosis age will be age 8. By then the child will be in second standard or third standard. So the child would have already faced so much of difficulties relating to reading, writing, and they won't be able to recite rhymes or take instructions. So this is something sign for us that the child is having difficulty and we have to take further help of special educator rather waiting for the formal diagnosis to happen and later approach.
Prevention is better than cure.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I'm thinking that like parents will give pressure to child rather than knowing about this thing. The
Exactly, this is what happens in most of the houses.
even I'm regretting about my childhood.
Oh,
So there are so
yes.
many of them we learned, no? So many
Yeah.
of them was
Actually,
around us.
what used to happen in our childhood days, if a child is not studying properly, or if he has a difficulty or anything as such, but what we used to say, this child is not capable. They can't study. Let them. We
Yeah,
just ignore.
exactly.
That is what used to happen. Now technology is there. We have advancements in learning, and we are able to diagnose what is happening. So it's better that
So
we
many
approach.
children left behind
Yes,
because
yes,
of
yes.
this, right?
One common cause was the child is not capable and he
Yeah.
is not fit for learning.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
we know what is the reason why.
Exactly. So then, can child be a smart but still needs a special educator?
Of course, it happens.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the children in special education will have average to above average intelligence, just like how you and I have. But still, they will have difficulties in learning. It's simply because their brain works different. So maybe for example, if I want to say a child may be very good in learning, he may be very smart in answering questions, and he will be able very creative as such, and answers for all the questions in the classroom, but not able to express in writing.
Yes.
So this is the challenge. This can be relating to dyslexia, dysgraphia, or ADHD, or motor problems. There are so many things which we need to understand why the child is not able to write. That's where it's very important. So not just intelligence and smartness doesn't gauge what is the child's ability is up to.
Exactly. So neurologically, we should think and examine.
Yes, yes.
Before
All
that.
these disabilities is relating to neurological disabilities, and it is very difficult to understand what is happening. So every brain is different, basically.
Exactly. So we'll always tell this. Parents might have commented, he was very sharp before, but he is becoming dull now. So these are the regular thing that parents
Yes, yes, yes.
complained, right?
Most of the parents complain in same way.
Yes.
Ma'am, he was able to tell all the questions in with me. Why is he not able to show it in paper?
In paper, exactly.
Yes, this is
He
what
learned-
happens.
Yeah, last night he memorized it. He did revision also, but the marks is less, and that's
Most of the
complaint.
time, all this happens because of anxiety.
Yeah.
And stress, fear of making mistakes. Most of the children are experiencing this. All comes under emotional regulation, distress. So this kind of children definitely need special educator.
So then, is special education is only about academics, or how it is?
So Chandini, I just wanted to ask one question. What are the prerequisites do you think for learning?
So focus,
Yes, focus.
attention,
Yes, focus, attention.
the sitting capability of a
Yes,
child,
sitting
listening,
tolerance,
listening capacity.
listening capacity, listening skills, reading
are the
skills, and and many other things like sensory.
Yeah.
If a child is feeling very hot, do you think that they will be able to concentrate? If the child has a trigger that loud noise is going on and the teacher is being so loud, do you think that they will be able to concentrate?
No.
No. Emotional regulation. So much of when a teacher says, no, you can't do it. Why are you doing like this shouting? Do you think that it will be easy for the child to listen?
No.
So communication challenges. When the child has communication or speech delay, if the speech is not clear, so definitely there will be a hindrance in learning. And social. So these days we have very less limited social interactions because due to media and all those. So when interactions are not there, do you think that the child will be able to participate in the classroom properly? So all this, in general, in a nutshell, if I want to say, what are all the criteria which are required for a better learning? All this can be catered. It's not just academics. I would say that more, in fact, I say that special educators work on all these skills more than working on an academic basis, because we know that our children will not be able to do 100%. Though we provide care service to them, or though we support them with a 100% requirement, but still there's a lag. So we need to encourage, motivate to be more confident in what their strengths are.
So then it's not about academics, it's about a child's inner development.
Yes, yes, whatever is required for academics to cope up.
Yes, yes.
So,
So what kind of support and intervention that needs from the special educator for a child?
So support services like occupational therapy, speech therapy, physiotherapy or psychotherapy, educational like accommodations, what we can give it in an inclusive setup. Speech, maybe the child has sensory problems, sensory integration therapy, play therapy. If the child is not able to learn accordingly, we can introduce child to play. So this play therapy will be helpful, art therapy, and there are many other therapies, but specifically we cater to these children. If suppose a child has difficulty, I had one parent who used to complain that the child is not able to write properly and is not able to use wet things. Like for example, if we ask the child to use colors for painting, he was denying in doing that. So later we figured out that the child has difficulty with motor, and that's the reason handwriting was little messy and he was not able to do it. Motor concerns were there, so the finger dexterity was very weak. So these children, they need sensory integration for to balance the sensory, and we he needs motor occupational therapy and motor planning activities. Some exercises they teach for hand dexterity. All this will be helpful.
So understanding that, so I got one question which I have faced in my childhood. So I was having a very bad handwriting. So my teacher once beat me very badly. So I still remember they used to beat us.
Yeah, with the scale.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was so funny.
You have beaten very badly for me. By the next day, it got corrected because I
Okay.
have practiced for 10 hours, almost 8 hours. All night, I have practiced my editing. So, is that the thing that motor has activated by my practicing?
No, I would say that you were taking it lighter.
Uh,
You were taking it lighter, and well, once you got to know that the teacher is not she is very serious
is
with
there
you
any
and
triggering point that neurons got
Probably.
activated?
No, not exactly.
Overnight, my handwriting has
You
changed.
just made up your mind that I have to give my best. I shouldn't get scoldings from ma'am. Then that may be one of the reason why you changed yourself.
Yes, I
But
still
with these
remember.
children, they know that their handwriting is bad. Even if we ask them to do it well, also, but still they will have a challenges because it is relating. Handwriting is not just relating to just holding a pencil and writing it. It includes both fine motor and gross motor, the sitting posture and the hand position and the book position and how the bend and write and flow of thought processing. All this includes writing. So when the child has difficulty either in processing, or the posture is not maintained properly, or the book position is not correct, or their holding pencil is not fine, they will definitely have the issues with that. Yeah,
Training them for
mainly
that.
it is meant for with motor.
Does extra coaching or a tuition require for children with special needs?
This is one of the mistake what parents do. Even we, for that matter, when we say that our child is not studying well, immediately we'll just give them extra tutors. We give them more practice like that. But do you think that the child having difficulties relating to attention, speech, communication, social interaction, or any such problem, processing delay, they won't be able to do it? What tuition exactly does? Tuitions, they give extra coaching, make them to practice more, write more, if you want a revision on some topic, they will do their work. But a child with needs will not be able to understand. When they have a processing delay, no matter how many times you ask them to write or do something, they will definitely take some time, and that is not going to help. In this instance, I just wanted to tell one case study. A parent used to worry so much, saying that my child is not able to study properly, he not able to do their work properly, and they are very academic oriented. So they have put the child to tuitions and enrolled in some sports activity. The child always used to be occupied after school hours also, one for math and other subjects, and in between they used to the Saturday, Sundays, some sport activities like that. But still, even after so much also, the child was not able to give his output
Best.
properly. It triggered so much, saying that, during exam time, used to sit and cry. and not able to do anything, so much of confusion, and not he was very helpless. Later, that observation, we found that the child is overwhelmed going to tuitions. Too much of information intake. You can just imagine the environment, how the tuitions will be. So many people, so many questions, curiosity, learning will be
Exactly.
happening. So much,
Different
lots of
different
noise.
classes as
Yes,
well.
people were going around and comparison. I did this, you are not able to do it. That,
Exactly.
and in such kind of environment, these children were like, this cannot do
That's
justice.
suppress somewhere.
Yes, this is what happened. So when the child came to me, it took such a long time for me to mold once again to this child. First thing the child was missing was emotional safety. I just want to say that emotional safety is very important for learning. If I say, who is your favorite, which is your favorite subject, you will definitely relate to the teacher who has taught you.
Exactly.
Yes,
Yeah.
this is what. So that's why emotional safety is very important for learning. This child lacks that. So when he came and I first worked on the emotional safety, then academics and teaching methods, which was changed, because every child will not study in the same way. There are different learning styles. Few children they walk while learning. Few children learn by visuals,
Yes,
auditory,
yes.
or they like to do something and do it. Or sometimes few children learn by music.
Exactly.
Through music
Yeah,
also they
yeah.
can. So we need to understand the child and doing accordingly will help them. So it took so many months for me to get assurance. Emotional reassurance was there, and I worked parallelly with the parent also at home to make some changes, because
Fine.
comparison was there with his brother.
Oh,
So that is very like, depressing situation.
insecurities
Yes,
because
yes.
he have the insecurity that parents would love him.
More than him. Yes,
Exactly.
that was the situation. So I say that tuitions will not help these children. They need a proper specialized support that only a special educator can do.
So I'm literally revisiting my childhood days and revisiting my college days because I have an habit of walking and reading, and my friend
Yes,
used
yes.
to plug her pods and reading. So
Yes,
I was
yes.
thinking, how can she do that?
So then
Because-
you are an auditory lead.
yeah.
Sorry, then you are a kinesthetic person.
Kinetic
So your
movement.
friend was an auditory
Auditory
person.
person.
Yes, yes, like that.
Yeah, there are just so many terminologies.
Yeah, there are different
We
learning
would
styles.
not aware of that, and I'm thinking, how can she learn or how can she study plugging the earphones? If a single noise would come up for my ear, I just go barge on them or go call them badly. So I don't know, and I have a
Happens.
irritation if I see if I hear the loud music, I don't study.
Even me for that matter, when I'm doing something important, or if I want to enjoy doing my work, I just play music, and that music will be going around. I won't listen to that music, but still I want
No.
something like that. Noise cancellation, I can say.
Yeah, yeah. If I
Focus.
have noise or audio, I'd be humming that.
Yeah,
I
see
can't. I
see how
completely
different we both are. Like that, only two brains doesn't work in the same way.
yes.
That parents and teachers should understand.
Indeed, indeed.
Yes, yes.
So in Kannada we say ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಅದನ್ನೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ it doesn't
That
make any
doesn't work.
sense.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
We'll put in a jail and we are speaking the same thing for all the children with different capabilities. It doesn't make any sense.
ಅದು ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಎಲ್ಲಾರ್ಗೂ ಒಂದೇ ಪ್ಲೇಟ್ ತರ ಊಟ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾರ್ಗೂ ಆಗಲ್ಲ.
ನಿಜ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಕೂಡ ಹಾಕಿ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಂಗ
Yes, yes. In fact, our children feel like that.
Yes.
Jail.
Yes,
That's
jail and
yes.
exactly.
There are lots of refusal will be there to go to school.
Exactly. They'll feel very much confined and very much tense. Exactly. So then parents will definitely has a doubt. So how they'll get to know that they need a special educator?
Yes, that's a good question. Actually, most of the parents they have confusion whether to avail for special education. But that, as I discussed with you, they will think that it is only for special needs children, not specifically. There are certain signs which we can observe as a parent when they are working with the child. They are in the relating to academics, or the teacher says that the child needs some assistance. These are something clues that which they can focus on. Something like extreme frustration while doing homework, not able to study, just ignoring studies, and for so being more anxious during exam, getting
Fear.
teeth biting, yeah,
Yeah.
fear. And they will have fear of making mistakes, comparisons, low confidence, and they will not be able to cope up, no unwillingness to attend the school, or like they will give their performance better, but still the results are not showing up to, emotional regulation is not there, or they are very socially reserved. All the like maybe they have difficulties in reading or writing or spelling as such. All these are like common hints where parent will find
We'll
that
get to know
something
that
yes,
something
something
is wrong and
yes,
we need to consult a
yes,
special
yes,
educator.
yes.
And that's a need that parent would get.
Most of the children, they will have difficulties, they will be able to tell or everything. They will be able to answer in the school or reading as such perfectly, but when it comes to exam,
Academics, exams.
when it comes to exam, they will not be able to do it properly. That same produce, the answer will not be produced exactly in the answer sheet.
The fear of losing something.
Yes,
not
this is something relating to fear of losing, making mistakes, anxiety, or something, or the child may have learning difficulties as such in an extreme way.
yes.
So we need to understand. So maybe a special educator will help this.
Exactly. So when I was in school also, I was reading well and preparation was well. I'm telling like ella martoitu, mommy martoitu. I forgot all those things I was telling, and maybe this is the thing I think. So.
Yes, yes, yes.
But after
That
coming to
is
my
what happened
masters,
most because of anxiety.
yeah, maybe. After coming to my masters, no. I studied well, I did well. But when I was in schooling and all, I was a average kid.
Here I just wanted to let you know, in your scenario, it is like, most of the children, let it be like a common one. Children till going till 10th standard, what they do? They mug up.
Yeah.
Rote learning is there. We say that, whatever is there in the answer, even teachers say like that only. What you wrote is not matching up to the answer what given. So they try to mug up like that only. But when you come to masters or degree, when you are doing, you will have your own thinking style.
Yeah.
So that contributes for writing.
So also think because of a teacher. If my teacher is listening to the podcast, she'll text me.
I wish. I wish.
Yeah, the learning method differs. Joke apart, the learning method differs.
Exactly. This is the bottom line which we have to take it seriously.
Exactly.
Learning styles enhances the learning.
So then, in today's generation, why are we seeing more children with learning and developmental challenges?
Most of the parents ask me the same question. Why? What happened to my child? Why me alone suffering all this? Honestly saying, there is no one particular reason as such. But professionals say that there are many contributing factors which will impact. These days, growing exposure to some screening and lifestyle of a parent and a child also will be impacted. Environmental causes and many other problems, like the child will not be able to cope up to the emotional pressure what they are giving from parent, or the comparison, all these things. Yeah, I'm just telling a common science. There are many scientific reasons also, but still the commonly felt all the in an environment is this. So reduced movement and play. These days, we are not giving more importance to physical activities. And the play means no. The moment the child says play, I want to play, they say no, first go and read.
Exactly.
And they just hand over mobiles to the child, and then this is not a good sign.
So in our days, the playing was we have that adrenaline rush and run.
Play is also one kind of therapy. I don't know, accidentally our parents were encouraging us to play, and we have come up in a very brighter way. But now, play in the sense, now we can restrict only to one common area
Are
where
addicted to video games and all. We are unaware
there are
of that.
so many benefits in play. So I just maybe
we are lucky. Our generations are lucky that we have very different games and all we used to play before.
Yes. Even I say that
So
we
you
are
remember
lucky.
Lagori and all we have played.
Dikori, so many things we used to play.
Nowadays the children don't have a single idea
You
of
don't
Lagori and
believe
all.
these traditional games itself is like a topic for us to discuss to the children.
Yes.
It's like that.
Yeah.
So
We'll tell like it's a
we used to
history
play
and
like
we used
this
to
and
play
Ludo and
Ludo,
all.
yeah,
Yes, snakes and ladders.
Ludo now they'll play in cell phone, but
Yes.
Chavanga we used to play
Yes,
with
yes.
that tamarind seeds and all.
Yes, yes.
Those are the fun memories we have, but nowadays the
Definitely.
children are
See,
lacking that.
we can't consider play only as a game or time pass. There are so many things which are associated with that relating to motor and eye hand coordination.
Exactly.
And like the child is learning turn taking skills, they are learning, and they are learning with how to communicate with the people. Social skill is building. So many things. There are many benefits relating to play. In fact, if I want to talk about play, I can just take up another episode itself to continue with play.
Exactly. So children nowadays are lacking one of those, and that's also
Very
the
true.
thing.
Very true. The reserved environment is making them to face so many problems like
Challenges.
this.
Exactly.
Think suppose if a child is exposed to the reels are so flashy and very instant
The emotional
gratification.
imbalance
Yes.
will appear.
Yes. So they will not have a patience to listen to what is there happening in the class. They just want very instant thing. But reading is not relating to that.
Yeah.
Reading takes lots of time. We need to cater some time to understand, comprehend what is happening, and we need to go tracking. Eye tracking is also very important.
Exactly.
But children do not have patience to do that.
Yeah, indeed. They are lacking all those things we had, and also they are restricted to everything with a quick. And nowadays, the children are so impatient in a way they have zero tolerance.
True. That's what I say. They want immediate gratification. What they wanted that needs to be done like this in a jiffy.
Yes.
So now the patience is losing, and even parents are also providing like that only.
That's
Isn't
also
it?
the-
So earlier, if our parents, if they want to shell
We
out
used to
5 rupees also,
we used to scare to ask. That's the
yes,
thing.
yes, they used to ask so many questions. Why do you need
Why?
this?
Why you need? If nowadays the children ask 5 rupees, why he is asking 5 rupees?
It's okay, give it.
It's okay,
Just five
give it.
rupees. It's just a matter of a chocolate.
Exactly.
Like that.
Indeed. So, can children receiving the special education still grow successfully and lead their life?
Absolutely, this is one of the misconception. Most of them will have. My parents come to me and say, "Ma'am, will he be like a
Really
good
going to
Yes.
successfully?
Is he going to do something in his future? What would be his future?" I'm worried about like that. My answer will be one thing: academics cannot judge success all the time. It's not just academics in the sense, it's not just about marks, speed, and very good handwriting, or the traditional way of getting marks, grades. So it is learning is much beyond what is there. So learning can be there in terms of creativity. Though my children are not intelligent, though they are not able to do well in academics, they have something strength which we need to figure out what is, as a parent, the main goal of a parent will be to find out what is their strength and work towards it. So they may be good at creativity, art, music, dance, or communication, technology, or anything. What maybe now they are very enthusiastic in learning coding.
Exactly.
So we need to encourage, when definitely that like in our past also, if we see, there are so many learning and developmental challenges, people who have overcome that. So if I want to say, I have one student, he was in spectrum, autism spectrum, and he started his own art studio. And he's
At what age? Sorry.
at the age of 18. So he was very passionate about coloring, drawing, all those. Now he does a mosaic art, and he's doing good because it is his passion.
Yes.
So when we encourage children to go as per their passion,
Definitely
definitely
they'll
do
be
well. And if you want to say that, and also Hrithik Roshan, he has openly said that he is dyslexic and he's doing good. We are seeing him, and he's a famous personality. So
Yes.
there are so many people. Either we can take it in a business terms, or they are running a life in common.
So we should see that how passionate they are in a subject and what subject they are passionate.
What their strengths are, working towards that. But the challenge here is, most of the parents do not know what the child is good at. They need to do observation. They need to figure out what is the challenge, what are his strengths. Then only we can work.
Parents should know.
No. And also the push is there. No, I couldn't do this. That's why I want my child to do this. The more expectation, the child is becoming less confident. That's where the challenge is.
So, when it comes to this, ignoring the child struggles for so many years, what would happen?
That's a great question, Chandini. Most of the parents, they come to me once the difficulty is very intense. When they feel that nothing is able to be done by the child, then only they will come to me. So I would say, as I mentioned with you earlier, in early intervention is very important. When you not think, suppose just generally, if I want to say, if you are not able to do something what you wanted to do, how your reaction will be? You will become more nervous, more excited, frustration, anxiety develops, and you will not be able to focus on what you wanted to do.
Yes.
And you will show it up with the other people, and you will not be able to do the task what you need to do. All these things happens with our children also. This will be shown up in emotional distress in the form of learning, comparison, low confidence, self-esteem, and the learning term, it is impacting the esteem, confidence of the child, and which I feel that no education or no therapy or no intervention can give you that confidence and all those. It is very difficult to work hard. Just like I mentioned one example where the child was put into 2 tuitions, and it was so long for me to work with that child. Same thing happens. So it is important that the parent understands what would be in the long run, what would be the difficulties the child will be facing, and they need to take a quick action on that.
And we should tell them to
Yes.
ignore and don't push in the wrong way.
Especially this podcast is done mainly because of this. I wanted to bring awareness in parents, saying that if you have facing this kind of difficulty, we are there for you. We bring it to them. We will understand your child, and we will be able to put the child in where they want it, they are interested in.
So, what's a message you would like to give for parents who are watching this?
Dear parents, if you feel that your child is struggling with reading, writing, spelling, and communication, or emotion, or just low confidence, please don't lose hopes on your child, because that wrong negative thought what you give on your child impacts more on their confidence and self-esteem. So we don't know the other part of the story, what the child is facing through. So connecting a right special educator or a special service, as I mentioned, occupation therapy or speech therapy or reading interventions will help your child to do better. Because we instead of labeling, it's always important to support. That is what important. Because when the child feels out of pressure, they try to give their best, and when they give best, their learning will happen very spontaneously.
So this is what the special education is. As we are ending up this podcast, I would really hope that parents got clarified about so many questions that you have, and also you got to learn about the special education more keenly. So yes, that's all it. As we are ending this podcast, I hope you got a lot of insightful conversations and insights about child's learning and the special education. And special education is a vast subject, and due to time constraints, we are ending up this particular podcast, and we come up with more engaging and insightful conversation to make you all understand about the special education. So for today, it's an absolute pleasure to hosting this podcast with you, Reena. I hope you also enjoyed.
Yes, indeed. It was nice interaction, and we learned many things, and we discussed so many things.
Exactly.
Relating to childhood.
I hope it reassured the family.
Yeah. Yes, I hope I was able to justify parents.
You did. You did it amazingly, and it has reassured the family that childs will has the different capacity to learn, and with the right support and with the right education and with the right needs, children can rectify this, and children can cope up with this fast-pacing world. And also thanks to you.
Well said.
So parents, you can consult her at Rivara Intervention Center, Nadarbavi, Bangalore, and also you can catch her on Instagram @Rivara by Reena Patangi. Thank you.